Hello everyone! Take a look at this granny square bag. If you know how to crochet a simple granny square, then you can make this bag. To get started on our bag, we need two granny squares like this. So I'm going to show you how to make this one. And in the squares are 7.5 inches wide and long, and that is 19 centimeters. I'm using a very interesting cotton yarn today. This is called spaghetti, made in Italy, and 100% cotton, and I'm using a 4.5 millimeter hook. To start our granny square, we're going to make this cute little flower here in the center, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 puff stitches, as you can see. So to get started on our puff stitch, I'm going to do a magic ring. This is how I do my magic ring. I'm going to grab a loop and chain 1. To start with my first puff stitch, I'm going to start out actually with a single crochet into my magic loop like this, and then I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop as if to do a double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, so that's the other part of my puff stitch, and the third part I'll do another half finish double crochet just like this. And for the first puff stitch, you're always going to have 3 loops. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and that is your first puff stitch. And then you're going to do a chain 4 that is going to go into our corner, and then we're going to do another puff stitch. So we have 1 loop here right now, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and we're going to do that a total of 3 times. And now we're going to have 4 loops on the hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and then you're going to chain 2. 1, 2, and then so the corner is chain 4, and on the side we're going to do a chain 2. So we're going to do another puff stitch for the side. So do your 3 unfinished double crochet, like so. You have 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all the loops. So you basically have one side right now and one corner. So we're on our next corner, so we're going to do a chain 4, 3, 4, and then we're going to do 2 more puff stitches with the chain 2 in between. Here's 1 puff stitch, chain 2, and another puff stitch, okay, so that's 1 side, 2 side. Here's our 3rd corner. So do your chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do 2 more puff stitches with a chain 2 in between. So this would be our 3rd side, right? That's my first puff stitch, chain 2, and we're doing another puff stitch. So you have one side a corner, one side a corner, a third side, and here's our corner, which is a chain 4. And let's do our last side. And we already have one puff stitch here, so we need one more. Here we go. So let me tighten up my magic ring. So you have corner, the side, corner, side, corner, side. Here's the fourth corner. So here in between these two puff stitches, we still need a chain 2. And then you're going to insert your hook into your first puff stitch right here. You're going to slip stitch to close the first round, just like that. And then you're going to slip stitch your way over to the corner, because we're going to start working from the corner. Here we go. That was round number 1. Is to start round number 2, we're gonna work chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So this chain 3 will count as our first double crochet, and we're gonna insert another 2 double crochet into the corner. That's 1, that's 2. So that's half of our corner. You're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna do 3 more double crochets into the corner. That was 1, that's 2, and that's 3. Okay, so that was our first corner, and in between the 2 puff stitches that form the side, we're gonna do 3 double crochets right in the middle of it. So that was 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to jump into our next corner. So for the corner, we're going to do 3 doubles, and then we're going to chain 2, and into the corner we're going to do another 3 double, here we go. So that was the corner, side, and the second corner, and here we're going to put in between the 2 puff stitches, we're going to put 3 double crochets. So after my 3 double crochets here on the side, I'm going to work my 3rd corner. So that was 3 double crochets followed by a chain 2, and you do another 3 double crochets. That was 1, that's 2, that's 3. So now I've done 3 corners and 2 sides. So for the 3rd side, in between the 2 puff stitch, 3 double crochets. Here we go, and let's work our last corner. So that's 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and another 3 double crochets. Okay, that was my last corner, and I have only one side left, and in between the 2 puff stitch I'm going to put 3 double crochets. Okay, to close round 2, if you look at your first cluster here, you had your chain 3. I'm going to slip stitch into the first real double crochet. Okay, so that was round number 2, and now I'm going to slip stitch my way over to the corner. So here I slip stitch into the next double crochet, and then I'm at the corner. I slip stitch over there. Okay, to get started on round number 3, we're going to do a chain 3, and you're going to do your corner. So you're going to do another 2 double crochets, and then you're going to chain 2, and you do 3 double crochets. That was my second, and this is my third. Okay, so always 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And the sides you work just exactly like round number 2, and for the rest of all your rows. So you see the little space between the 3 double crochet clusters. You're going to put 3 double crochets in all of them. So that was 3 double crochets, and then into the next space I'm going to put 3 double crochets, and then you find yourself in the corner. So do your 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then you do another 3 double crochets, and you will do that all the way around. And I meet you back over here, and I'll show you one more time how to close the rounds. So I'm at the end of the round. I did my 2 clusters here for the side stitch, and I'm going to close the round by slip stitching into not the top chain 3, but I'm going to slip stitch into the first real double crochet like this. And then to get started on the next round, you would slip stitch into the next one, and then you slip stitch into the corner, and then you start with the next round, and you continue to do so. Work your corners as well as the 3 double crochets. 3 double crochets in between each of the 3 double crochets, and you're going to do that a total of 7 times, I think. So here's our round number 1, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you do that 7 rounds total, and then for the last round you just do a single crochet in every single stitch. So let me show you real quick how to do the single crochet for the last round. Let's just pretend we just did 7 rounds, okay? And then you find yourself here at the end. So here at the end, for this time, we're not gonna slip stitch into the first real double crochet, but we're gonna slip stitch into the chain 3 here from the beginning. So slip stitch in there. So you're going to start with a single crochet into the same stitch. So you chain one, and then you do a single crochet into the same stitch that you just slip stitch in. That's a single crochet, and then here's your next single crochet, and then you find yourself in the corner. For the corner, you do one single crochet, chain one, and then you do another single crochet, and then continue to work the single crochet all the way down on the side. So one single crochet in every single stitch, and for the corner you do a single crochet, chain one, single crochet. Okay, now that you have your two beautiful granny squares, we're gonna start assembling. So you have, this is the right side, and this is the left side. So you're going to put them right side together on top of each other, okay? And then we're going to start in the corner. So we're going to single crochet them together. So here's your corners right here, and I'm going to insert my hook through both of the strands, and then I'm going to insert my hook through both on the other side as well. I'm going to pull my yarn through both of them, I'm going to cross them to keep them tight, and I'm going to do a single crochet to get started. Okay, so you hold this tail along the way and you just crochet it in with the back. So into the first stitch here that I just did, pull the yarn, I'm going to insert my hook in there again, and I'm going to do my first double crochet, and then find your next stitches and make sure that you grab both loops, pull up a loop, and do a single crochet. And after every single crochet, I like to give it a little tuck to make sure it's nice and tight. Here we go. And you will do that on all three sides, and I meet you back over here. Okay, I'm almost at the end here of single crocheting my way around the back, and this is going to be my last stitch right here. Okay, cut off my tail, and then I have to fasten it off. But let's turn it inside out and take a look at the sides. Look how pretty it is. And it looks like you have not a flat back, but the single crochet all the way around actually gives it a little bit of depth. How do you pronounce that? I can't pronounce that. Width. Here we go. See? This is the bottom, and here's the sides, and the body of your bag is ready to go. How pretty is that, huh guys? Super cute. So this is my finished bag. Instead of doing a strap, I actually wanted to use some leather straps, and I just ordered these off Amazon, and I just hooked them right here to the side of the bag, and I have a little leather tag, and that is your pretty little granny square bag. If you like this tutorial and like to see more bag patterns, let me know in the comment sections below, and any problems, let me know and I will help you as much as I can. Thank you so much guys for tuning in today. Have fun with this one.